Today we're going to look at the diminished mode, or diminished scale. This is a basic G7 chord. To this I can add the A flat here, and we get a G7 with a flattened ninth on the top. The ordinary ninth is of course the A there, which I'm flatting to an A flat. Now what's quite interesting here is that we can then take these notes here. If I juggle these around here, if I take these three up here, we get an A flat diminished chord. So this is a stack of minor thirds here. Now then, I can add to that a G diminished seventh, and we get a very interesting, a nice sort of sound there. Now then, going from the G, from each note I'm going up a semitone, then to the B flat up a semitone, to the E, so we've got this sort of pattern. Now it's quite a hard scale to learn. It's quite useful to know that these are white notes, and then that only means you've got this bit to learn. Notice, by the way, up to this point it's actually the same. It is the same as a superloquian, but this diminished scale is like that. So again, this can be used. I'm going to C Dorian. And it'll go to the C Dorian quite happily there. Now there are a few other riffs that we can practice here, diminished riffs. One of them, taking each of these degrees, goes down a tone, and then to the B flat down a tone, C sharp down a tone. So I'm taking each degree of the chord and going down a tone. It's also down a tone, up a fourth, down a tone, up a fourth, and so on there. Now then, we can also use this idea as well. If we take this chord as a starting point, we can go down to the next degree of the chord, then up a semitone. Again, next degree of the chord, same idea. So we got a lot of notes. And so on there. We can also go back to this idea again, and if we take this is the basic chord here. If I take 2 degrees that are 2 degrees of that chord that are missing one out, then we can go down a tone from each of those. So we've got this chord, and then to the E, then to C sharp, then to the B flat. So I can then mix all these ideas, and of course I can also go and so on there. And I can go then into a sort of C Dorian. And again, I can actually go into a chromatic scale if I want to. And so on there. One last idea as well, we can also find triads based on each degree. Now that this is quite interesting, this is an E major triad here. I'm actually building, the top note is the third of the triad here. So it's an E major triad, and to a G major triad, a B flat major triad, a D flat major triad. So we've got